Hi guys, I'm Scully Sinful, your big bro, and today I wanted to give y'all a look at my Ifrit inspired Warframe using Voruna Prime. Um, I really love Voruna, she's one of my favorite characters. So I'm just gonna go through all of these and I'll show off everything first, and then I'll give you a rundown of why I chose the things I did. Because there are lots of options to do this, but I think I did pretty good. So, yeah, y'all tell me, and here we go. All right, now let's break down why I chose the things I did. Okay, so to start off with, the Voruna Prime helmet is excellent. It really gives that big ol' silhouette that you want when trying to emulate Ifrit. The horns, or like the giant ears in the back, kind of reinforce that idea. So with Ifrit, especially Final Fantasy XVI's Ifrit, his entire shape language is super sharp. So I really wanted to get items and things that looked very sharp, which is why I ended up going with the Prime helmet. As for the skin, this might surprise people, but it's the basic Voruna skin. The other skins, they're good, but I don't think they kind of captured what I really needed from this. So the Prime one, awesome, right? Looks super cool, but it was a little too chunky on the bottom. I didn't like the loincloth at all. So yeah, we really wanted to emphasize that. This one was pretty good. It makes it more matte though, so I kind of like leaned away from that one. I think the Voruna skin is perfect, especially when the missive shows through. I think the missive placement is very good for trying to emulate Ifrit. Animation set, agile. You get that stance where she's just absolutely like ready to rip and tear. It's awesome. Hell yeah. Attachments. All right, this is where we get into some of the fun stuff. So I went for the Pakal chest plate because I really wanted to do some extra stuff on the chest, and because it's just very sharp with those like little flyaway things down there. Really emphasizes what we're going for with this look. Voruna Prime Armor. So the Prime Armor is actually perfect because it is super sharp compared to all the other shoulders. So it really gives that like fur look because of the way the heads kind of flare up at the ends. And yeah, it works very well for Ifrit. All right. Now, the leg plates. So I ended up going with the Heartwood leg plates because it kind of bulked out the legs just a little bit, and it of course has that like sharp look. Unfortunately, with this Voruna skin, she has very thin calves, so we wanted to kind of bulk them up using these leg plates. Everything else kind of didn't work the way I wanted to, but I think these do a phenomenal job. All right. And then no auxiliary, obviously. we don't want the horns or the ears. They look a little silly. Okay, for the ephemera, so this is important. I went for the Voruna Prime one, so it should be the Okuri Tails Prime. So this is great for multiple reasons. One, the actual tail looks like, you know, when you do a red emissive on it, flames, super cool looking. But it also gives us that extra stuff coming out of the back, so you got more sharp stuff to work with, which works perfectly for Ifrit. And then finally the piece de resistance. The reason I like even did this to begin with is the Rhino heirloom. These horns, I saw them, I'm like, oh, those would be perfect. Those would go so good for an Ifrit fashion frame, and that's exactly what happened. So yeah, these work super well. Your emissive shines through, but they also kind of they like fade with your other colors. So it's just a really cool looking piece. Really brings it all together. All right. And then, of course, this is the part I struggled with the most. It's the Syandana. I really struggled with this one. So I ended up going with this, mostly because of the flames on the back. And it also has like that sharpness that I was looking for. It looks good when she's running around. And yeah, this is what I settled for. I really wish there was like a perfect piece, but this is the best I could do, in my opinion. If y'all have other ideas for that one, feel free to share, but yeah, that's what I ended up choosing. All right, and finally we have the sigils. I think these are actually kind of important. So for the front sigil, Road Rash does a phenomenal job of giving that that ember look, and it adds just more red throughout the design, which emulates Ifrit pretty damn well. And then finally, we threw this on the back, the Ember Heirloom. You can't really see it, but I threw it on there just because I wanted to like emulate Phoenix. It's just a little thing. I don't think that's too important. It's really much a take it or leave it. Y'all can do something different, but I really just wanted to pay homage. But yeah, that's pretty much the breakdown for the way she looks. And then I went for the Hirudo. This one's pretty cool. I think it works very well with what she's going for. And then just as a treat, I'm pretty new to Warframe, to be honest. But I made my operator look like Jill. It's not perfect at all, but I was like, all right, we're gonna give her a Shiva look, and it'll be fine. I don't have Drifter unlocked, but he's gonna end up looking like Clive. All right, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I really love Voruna. I have for a very long time, so I was very pleased that I was able to do this. But yeah, I hope this was useful and that you guys rock the look as well. As a treat, I'll show you this one. If you know what this one's referencing, then I like you. All right, bye.